we have the women's 100 meters coming up. This is an event that we were certainly looking forward to, with Julien Alfred, Kavana Davis, and Rosemary Chukwuma. We've had great performances from all three so far in the prelims. We saw Julien Alfred run what was the third best time in NCAA history at 10:81.
And Alfred and Chukwuma have a nice rivalry that dates back to his past indoor season. Chukwuma, the first-year athlete for Texas Tech. Alfred is the collegiate record holder in the 60 at 7:04, came in as the prohibitive favorite, but Chukwuma had a big day, taking down Alfred in her first indoor season for the Raiders. And now they carry over that rivalry to the outdoor season.
And in the prelims, both Chukwuma and Alfred ran times that would have set meet records, but Alfred obviously with the 10:81 winds up getting the meet record. Kavana Davis started out the first heat of the prelims with what was at the time the meet record, 10:95, but that lasted literally minutes before Alfred would come through with the time that she ran. And Rosemary Chukwuma, 10:94, not too shabby either.
Julien Alfred's time took down a 31-year-old program record for the Longhorns, previously held by Carlette Guidry. She's number 3 on that all-time NCAA list, trailing only Sha'Carri Richardson, who ran 10:75 to set the college record for LSU in 2019, and Dawn Sowell of LSU, who ran 10:78, also at altitude, back in 1989. Dawn Sowell actually commented on Twitter. I tweeted out a photo of Julien Alfred and Coach Flo celebrating yesterday, and Dawn commented, "Wow, these NCAA girls are on fire this year." So she's paying attention, and she's excited that there's some girls who are here to challenge her times.
This is definitely one to watch, and you see the 3 Longhorns there, Flannel, Davis, and Alfred. And then Chukwuma, that's lanes 2 through 5. That's what you need to be paying attention to here. Sydney Washington and Kara Petway from Baylor in lanes 1 and 6. And Kennedy Blackman, Kaya Dabari Gay in 7 and 8. So watch at 10:95. Big 12 record has already been bested in the prelims. Collegiate best this year, 10:82. Was beaten by Alfred's 10:81. And the collegiate record all time, Sha'Carri Richardson at 10:75. Will we see any of these competitors touch that?
And Alfred is out strong. Alfred is leading this pack. Davis right behind her.
Texas out front. Alfred at the tape. Looks like we'll have it.
10:80 looks like the final time. 10:80, 10:83 for Alfred and Davis, with Chukwuma running a 10:88. That's insane. This is one of the fastest collegiate races that we've ever seen this year.
10:75, the all-time record, and we had Alfred at 10:80, Davis at 10:83, Chukwuma at 10:88. Drop off then to Kennedy Flannel in 4th at 11:06. But Alfred got out of the block pretty fast and had a bit of an edge for much of that race.
And Davis just stuck to her hip that entire time. Davis actually looked like she might get the edge, but Alfred was really able to lean in those last couple meters. And it really just speaks to the depth of the Longhorns program that Kennedy Flannel, 4th today, is a 2-time co-high point scorer at these Big 12 championships, and she's not the one we're talking about right now.
It's crazy. That is crazy. Texas does not go 1, 2, 3 like they did earlier today in the 400, but they still go 1, 2, 4, and Rosemary Chukwuma for Texas Tech ensured that that was not going to be another Texas sweep.
We are rewriting the record books this weekend in Lubbock. Before this weekend, 4 women had win legal times under 10:90, and now we've got 3 women in this final. And Justin is downstairs talking to Julien Alfred.
Julien, an incredible race here. Were you expecting to be challenged by your own teammate?
I mean, yeah, we train together, so I expect a challenge from either one of them any day.
How exciting is it to be racing with them and racing with Rosemary Chukwuma? I know y'all went back and forth at indoors. How big is it to be going back and forth at outdoors as well?
It's really exciting. You know, I'm just here to give my team some points, or give them as much points as possible. And, you know, it's really exciting to be outdoors this time.
Julien, you're a Big 12 champion. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We should note that the wind reading was actually 2.4 meters per second. So Alfred's time may not count as a new program record, depending on how Texas does their record keeping. But that 1081 from yesterday was certainly wind legal.
Couple of blazing fast times put up by Julien Alfred, who wins the 100 meters and now has put Texas further out in front with 133.5. 5 events left to go. 16 of 21 have been scored so far. Another break here from Lubbock. Come back with much more on the final day of the Big 12 Outdoor Track and Field Championships next.